सदी देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. So, Srila Rupa Goswami has given us this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is Nectar of Devotion. And in Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami has mentioned about the 6 aspects of pure devotional service. Like what happens when we do pure devotional service. So what are the symptoms? So what can someone explain in English? Not if you don't know the Sanskrit terms. What are the things it's visible, the symptoms of pure devotional service? Yes. When somebody does pure devotional service, what is the first thing happening?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Kleshagni.
Kleshagni, very good. That means?
That means material miseries go down.
Yeah. Material miseries go down. Then that is first thing. The material miseries will go down. That is Kleshagni. Next is after Kleshagni, what happens?
All auspiciousness.
All auspiciousness. That is Shubhada. Okay, then what is the next step? Transcendental happiness. You get that happiness. That is Sandra Radha Visheshatma. Yes, very good. Then once that happens,
attraction.
Krishna, Krishni. Yes, it attracts even Krishna. What else? It makes what insignificant?
Moksha, Mataji. Liberation.
Moksha Lagugrit. Means it makes even moksha as or liberation as insignificant. And I think we finished everything. Shri Krishna.
Sudurlabha.
Sudurlabha. Very good. Yes. It's very, very rare. It's very
rarely attained.
Rarely attained. Okay. So this is the Sudurlabha. A sloka is there in Bhagavad Gita, no? Which ends with Sudurlabha. Which is that? Anyone remembers? Okay, I'll give you the last line.
Vasudevam Sarvam Sudurlabha.
What is the beginning?
Mataji, Bahunam Janmanam
Janmanamante Jnanamanam Vasudeva Sarva iti Mahatma Sudurlabha. It's so very, very rare, no? Very rare to get. Okay. So last time we saw an overview. Today we'll see. Okay. So before that, we can pay obeisances to all the 6 Goswamis. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritam Dhoniti Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo Priyakaro Nirmatsarao Pushito Shri Chaitanya Kripavaro Bhuvi Bhuvo Bhavarahantarako Vande Rupa Sanatana Rakuyuko Shri Jiva Gopalako. Many asked me, like when you see in the altar, no, even in our temple, in any altar, even in your house, you should have this Shad Goswami's photo. Once you have the parampara, that is, they say Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, then his Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his Guru Gaura Kishore Das Babaji, his Guru Bhaktivedanta Thakur, his Guru Jagannath Das Babaji. The parampara should be there compulsorily. And also the Shad Goswamis should be there. So if you visit any nearby ISKCON temples, please get them, because along with Srila Prabhupada's and your Diksha Guru's photo, you should also have Panchatattva photo before you keep Radha Govinda or Radha Krishna photos. If you have deities, okay, but this photo should be there. Why? Because when you offer bhoga, when you ask for mercy, when you pray, you're praying through the parampara. When you take a class, when you do some service, the mercy, the knowledge is coming through the parampara. So you should have these Goswamis, and these are the Shad Goswamis of Vrindavan. Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako. Nana Shastra, they have learned all the Shastras, and Sadharma Samstapako. They have come to establish Dharma. लोकानां हितकारिणौ त्रिभुवने मान्यौ शरण्याकरो राधा कृष्ण पदारविन्द भजना नन्देन माटालिकौ वन्दे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ. So we are paying obeisances to the 6 Goswamis. Who are they? Srila Sanatana Goswami, then Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Okay. And then who are expert in scrutinizingly studying all the scriptures. Prabhupada says, you just don't have to read my books, you have to scrutinizingly study my books. Study Prabhupada's book, in the sense, make a note down the points, do highlight the points. You have to study scrutinizingly Prabhupada's book. And the aim is to establish a eternal religious principle for the benefit of all human beings. And the Goswamis are honored on the 3 worlds, Tribhuvane. And we should take shelter of them because they are absorbed in the mood of transcendental loving service to Radha and Krishna. They're always serving Radha and Krishna. And they have written so many books just to establish the real religion. Nana Shastra Vicharanaikanibano Sadharma Samsthago. Why? For Lokanam Hitakarana. They were simply doing for the welfare activities of people in general. And formerly the society was not so much degraded, but you can see in Kali Yuga what happened. So the Goswamis were making research through the Vedic literature, Samaveda, Rigveda, Upanishads. You can see when Prabhupada wrote commentaries on Bhagavatam and all, he have taken from the Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami's books also. So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the evidences you'll see in all the Shastras. So Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Pudala. I think we discussed this last class that Rupa Goswami has established the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world. And Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tadanti Supatam. So when will Rupa Goswami give us shelter under his lotus feet? So this is the pranam mantra of Rupa Goswami. So we chant that. And so here, okay. So here Prabhupada mentions, okay, can you see the picture there? Where is that place?
Radha Damodar Mataji.
Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. And where is that exact place there in the temple?
Rupa Goswami's Vrindavan.
Samadhi.
Samadhi. So Prabhupada sat in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi and he is giving lecture on nectar of devotion. So you can see nectar of devotion, Prabhupada's lecture not in Hindi, only in English, because it's only for practicing devotees. Okay, for all of us. So he says the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it's nectar of devotion. The purpose of Rupa Goswami was to present the ocean of Bhakti Rasa. That means the rasa, the mellow, the juice, just like an ocean. This ocean has limitation, but that is unlimited. So for how many days Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Rupa Goswami?
10 days, Mataji.
10 days. So
10
in 10 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke so much. So, so Rupa Goswami, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I can't speak so much about bhakti. There's so much to speak, but I'll give you a drop. And that drop, Rupa Goswami took and make it like a nectar for us. It is nectar of devotion. The original book is like so much volume. So Bhakti, Rasa, Amrita, Sindhu. There are 4 words. Bhakti means devotion. Does bhakti means devotion or something else? Something.
Devotional service.
Devotional service.
Service. So it's Prabhupada. If you see dictionary and all, you can see bhakti as devotion. But it's Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada who has given us bhakti as devotional service. Because see, a husband loves a wife, or wife loves the children, the mother. So just saying that I love you will not do. Means just to in words. You have to serve them. Wife has to cook nice dishes, or the husband has to take care of the wife, or mother has to take care of the children. Do service. So bhakti means actually devotional service. And rasa is the mellow for the juice. Amrita is the eternal nectar which we get, and Sindhu is the ocean. So Bhakti, Rasa, Amrita, Sindhu means it's the ocean of devotional service, or the juice or the nectar that comes from devotion. So that's what Rupa Goswami have written. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compared Bhakti to a great ocean. And when he was speaking to Rupa Goswami for that 10 days, he said, the Bhakti is like an ocean, so I'll take a drop of it and you taste it. And you'll understand what this ocean is. So Mahaprabhu described a small portion of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhakti or devotional service. There is a rasa, there is a taste, there is Amrita. Like you means when you do some service, you get that taste, or you feel so much happy because Krishna is getting pleased. So it's very important. Today I was reading the quotes of holy name. So whenever we start chanting early in the morning, there is something called, what is that book called? Harinamamrita. Harinamamrita book. So we get all the quotes of Srila Prabhupada about the holy name. So in that the holy name it was said today that we chant the holy name to please Radha Krishna, not for anything else, not for any material gain, for anything. And we should think the holy name as a Prabhu, Nama Prabhu, and pay obeisances. Like we pay obeisance to the deities, similarly, the holy name is also not different from Krishna. Bhinnatam Nama Namina. So every service we do, there is some attractive feature which derives the service progressively. And in Namalishra Prabhu's Bhagavata class also he was saying, as the old age increases or age increase, the service attitude increases and increases. You will be more enthusiastic to serve. The more you are in Krishna consciousness, the more the enthusiastic you become. That force which drives the philanthropist, the householder, the rationalist is called the rasa. That's a mellow or relationship with Krishna. So whose taste is very sweet. So when you have a relation with Krishna, you get that taste from him. And in this material world, it's called Chapala Sukha. Chapala Sukha means we relish or taste the mundane rasa of this material world. Chapala Sukha. Anyone know the song? Bajahure mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange Tarahu Bhava Sindhure. Does anyone know? In that,
No.
Yes, Mataji.
yeah, in that song, this Chapala Sukha is mentioned. Isn't it? Do you know where? Okay, let's see. Chapala Sukha. It is said that in this material world, it is all Chapala Sukha. Chapala Sukha means what? Flickering happiness. Is it given? Where I see? Okay, let's see here. Chapala Sukha. That means flickering happiness. This material world is full of flickering happiness. Increase. Okay. Yeah. So here it is said. First it starts like this. Bajahure mana. I think this is by Narottam Das Thakur. Govinda Das. Bajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Bajahure mana, O mind, please do bhajan of whom? Shri Nandanandana, the son of Nanda Maharaj, and Abhaya Charanara Vind. Then you become Abhaya Charan. That means you become fearless. So even Srila Prabhupada's Karmi name was Abhaya Charan. His mother and father gave him the name Abhaya Charan. Then he became Abhaya Charanara Vinda. Then he became Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So he's Abhay. So Durlabha Manava Janama Satsanga. It's very Durlabha, to rare to get Manava Janama Satsanga. To get the association of devotees, very, very rare. Tarahu Bhava Sindhure. With help us to cross over the material oceans. So mind, please worship the lotus feet of son of Nanda, which makes one fearless. Having obtained this rare human birth to cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Without devotee association, you will not feel enthusiastic to serve. One day I was feeling so lazy to get up for Mangaluru. We had service on the previous day. It was very tiring. But I had a group of friends in the temple who sits for japa and who encourage us to do service. So immediately I was like thinking about them. No, I have to go. I have to take association. So immediately that just by that association, it gives us the enthusiasm to do devotional service. And here it said, Sita atapa bata barishane edina jamini jagire. Vipale sevino kripana turajana chapala sukhala balagire. Chapala Sukha. So in this material world, what are we doing? Day and night, we are remaining sleepless, suffering heat and cold, wind and rain for the bit of flickering happiness which we get in this material world. Flickering happiness means what? Flickering. Chapala Sukha.
It goes very fast.
Yeah, means
It's
it
not
comes and goes
constant.
It's
up and
Comes
down.
and
Yes.
goes.
It comes
You
up and
become
down, down.
happy once and then you become depressed, or you it's flickering. It's not stable. Okay, the happiness is not stable in this material world. You get a mobile, you're happy, but the next moment the mobile is lost, you are sad. So it's flickering. It just goes up and down, up and down. It's not stable. But the stable happiness is seen in what? With spiritual world. And how? How do we get the stable happiness? This Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasyare. The 9 devotional services. Puchana Sakijana Atmani Vedana Govinda Dasa Bilashare. So these 9 things, if we do Shravana Kirtana Vishnu Smarana Pada Sevana Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmani Vedanam Idi Pumsarpida Vishnu Bhaktischan Navalakshanam. Vede Bhagavatiyata Dharmane Adidamuttamam. So Prahalamaya says in Bhagavatam that these are the 9 things we are supposed to do, and that's the best among all the knowledge. So Prabhupada says in the material world there is something called Chapala Sukha, that is the mundane rasa, which is flickering happiness, and there's something called Bhoga Tyaga. Okay, so you do Bhoga, you do Tyaga, but everything is material. And Bhakti Rasa, however, the mellow released in transcendental loving service of the Lord, do not finish with the end of this life. No, we can start from where we stop in next life. It continues perpetually, and also even if you get liberation, you can go back to Godhead and enjoy that rasa. Therefore, it's called Amrita, that which does not die but exists eternally. Okay, so we all have a rasa with Krishna. We have a Swarupa. We don't know which it is. Once we reach Bhava and Prema stage, we will realize it. And any action performed for the satisfaction of Krishna in this transcendental Bhakti Rasa stage of life can be released. When one is thus engaged in devotional service, all varieties of rasa or mellow turns into eternity. So we are therefore called as Rupanikas. Did we do this last class? No.
We just talked about this, Mataji, that we are Rupanugas because
No, we didn't. We had this exercise for reason why Prabhupada wrote Nectar of Devotion. No.
No,
No,
Mataji, no.
But why are called Rupanikas? Because we follow the footsteps of Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. See, Prabhupada is a position. Prabhu means God, Pada means the lotus feet. So somebody is a representative of God is also called Prabhupada. It's not like A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is only Prabhupada. For us, he's a Prabhupada. But when you go to Gaudiya Math, you say them Prabhupada, they refer to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati as Prabhupada. Okay, and Rupa Goswami can also be called as Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. It's a position. Like Brahma's president, vice president is a position. It's not a person there. People keep coming and going. So Brahma is a position, like that Prabhupada is a position. So here, Sri Rupa Goswami is Prabhupada, and the present Krishna conscious movement is also based on the authority of Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. Now we'll have a small discussion on 5 minutes. The reason why Prabhupada have actually written Nectar of Devotion based on the preface, and discuss how reasons are relevant for you individually and society at large. Okay, like how individually, like Prabhupada have written Nectar of Devotion and how it's going to influence you, or what was the reason Prabhupada actually wrote, and how it's going to be relevant for you, and also for society in large. Okay, it can include devotees as well as non-devotees also when you speak of society. So we'll just have a quick breakout room and come back. You can go through the preface and find out the answer. Please join the breakout room. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mamta Mataji. Didn't join
Hare
the
Krishna,
breakout room.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Breakout room, you
Mataji.
didn't join?
Oh, I did join Mataji and I'm here. So I don't know. I did join, but maybe it just didn't go. I'm still waiting. I thought there were some people, yes.
You finished? Breakout room?
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
Mataji.
send you. Yeah, I'll just send you.
Yes, Mataji.
Mausami Mataji, you can go to breakout room. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, all are back. Just stop the breakout room. Hare Krishna. Who's speaking now from room number 1? Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes, Siddharth Prabhu. You can go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Tanur Pranam. Yeah, so we discussed many points. Why Prabhupada has written this book. Of course, this is a mercy of Srila Prabhupada that he has translated the big version of Rupa Goswami's teachings into nectar of devotion, that is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So point number 1 is about it is not for, I mean, it's for everyone, but it is particularly for the serious devotees who want to take devotion into a journey of devotion in a very, very serious way, and to understand all the rasas, to understand the Namada Bhakti. Then in fact the journey has to be from Shraddha to Prema, how to get that, how to get that love which is not there in the knowledge, or in the neither in the jnana nor we can say you know I mean karma, so that they can only withstand themselves without bhakti. So bhakti can withstand by itself. So primarily it gives us options and opportunity for everyone. So in fact, Rupa Goswami has given chance to Sri Chaitanya has also given chance to many other people who were from different backgrounds, not even Brahmanas, not even Hindus. Everyone, in fact, was given a chance with the qualities they have, with the love they have. So therefore, it is the only way to get out of this material ocean, and then get the bliss of the nectar of Krishna consciousness. And the final thing is about the deity worship, which is the right thing, and which is about worshipping the Bhagwan feature of the Lord. So it is basically cementing better. It is more advanced in all respects. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Okay, anyone else? Mother rooms? Why all are silent? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mataji, what we discussed was that Srila Prabhupada translated the book Into Nectar of Devotion as a practical guide and to set the foundation of how we should be devotees. And Raghunath Prabhuji was saying, he made an interesting point. He said, the Bhagavad Gita teaches us bhakti, and how to worship is taught to us in the nectar of devotion. So it's that practical guide and that physical and the foundation for us to become devotees. The nectar of devotion is what sets us towards that path of, trying to attain liberation with eagerness. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mamta Mataji.
Yes, yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Basically, Prabhupada explained this Bhakti Rasa Amrit. This is like how to, he presented the science of the Bhakti Yoga systematically, how we can do our devotional service and how we can increase our. And this is basically manual handbook for the practicing the devotees, right? And how we can, and this tells us how we can attain the perfection in life, which is our like love of God, and how we can awaken our love Krishna Prema, which is our ultimate goal of human life. And it is this bhakti is not for like particular caste or people. This is for everybody without regardless of birth, background, qualification. Anybody can do it or anybody can reach. And Prabhupada also wrote this book to so that he can continue the mission of the previous Acharya, and he can continue. That's what he's doing, so that we know what, and it stays in the parampara too, right? So he's preserving the teaching of Lord Chaitanya in this way, and it is relevance because when Prabhupada has make accessible this wisdom to everybody, like before, like the people cannot read, so he has translated this teachings very in a simple form so that everybody can understand. And the purpose is that given everybody can understand and they can follow it, right? And it's a very simple and it's a clear path. The personal impact is that when we go to this spiritual journey, which is valuable, doesn't matter where we start this, we will be keeping it. We cannot, it's not be lost like the material wealth is lost. So we can start anytime, and anybody can start, kids can start, adult can start, anybody can start or anytime. And plus it improves our emotionals, relationships and overall well-beings, and it gives us a unity to our unity and equality in this world, which is very much needed nowadays because people are not compassionate, people are selfish and greedy. So that's what it encourages compassionate to the living entities. And that's what we got it, Prabhuji, Mataji, and Prabhuji, somebody said that we should sing this line, that it is like a pouring, this method of pouring water of the root of a tree or supplying benefit to the stomach is universally scientific and practical. So means that if we know Krishna and pray to Krishna, if we develop love for Krishna, so we will see everybody equally. It's just like we are feeding the food to the stomach and everybody gets happy. All the limbs of our bodies are satisfied. So if we please Krishna, so whole society will be living in a compassionate, comfortable. That's what we got it.
Hare Krishna. Who else like to add? Did all the room speak? Okay. So it's Prabhupada actually giving us this mercy to it's very difficult to understand Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the original book, but Prabhupada has made it so simplified for us. So yes, definitely it's going to help us. Okay. So actually we have failed to create peace and harmony in human society, even by great attempts at the United Nations. Prabhupada says the United Nations, they say it's united, but then the flag is going on increasing. That means they are getting divided. Okay, so the method is very simple. One has to understand it with cool head. It's mainly the Shastras. The nectar of devotion teaches all the men how to perform the simple and natural method of loving Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if we learn how to love Krishna, then it's very easy to immediately and simultaneously love every living being. Because Krishna is in everyone's heart, Ishvara, Sarva Bhutanam. The word Sarva. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya. Krishna never says only for living and human beings or something. No, Sarva, all the animals, everything. So I'm appealing here with to such confusement to learn the art of devotional service as directed and nectar of devotion, Prabhupada appeals. And I'm sure that the fire of material existence burning within the heart will be immediately extinguished. So originally, Bhakti Rasamrita was divided into 4 divisions: East, South, West, and North. So it's not so clear, but just understand there are 4 divisions for it. One is the Uttara Vibhag, which is the Gaura Bhakti Rasa. That is the last 45 to 51 chapters. First 19 chapters is the Purva Vibhaga, that is about Bhagavad Bhakti Veda. This is the 19 chapters which we'll cover in Bhakti Shastri. Okay. So just know there are 4 petals or 4 divisions. In the first part, there are 4 waves. The first being a general description of devotional service. The second is about the regulatory principles for executing devotional service. The third is the devotional service in ecstasy. And fourth is the ultimate goal, love of God. The love of God, it is Prema Bhakti. And ecstasy is Bhava Bhakti. So these are the 4 things we'll be covering in the first 19 chapters. So we should know there are 4 divisions of Bhakti. One is the Samanya Bhakti. Okay, that's the introduction. The varieties of devotional service or Bhagavad Bhakti Veda. There are 4 things. One is Samanya Bhakti. That's natural, neutral. Then Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti means devotional service. Devotional service
in practice.
So Sadhana
In
Bhakti is
practice.
devotional service in practice. Bhava Bhakti is devotional service in
Ecstasy.
ecstasy. Very good. And Prema Bhakti is devotional service in
Love.
love, pure love. So these are the 3 things, mainly thing we have to understand. Sadhana Bhakti is devotional service in practice. Bhava Bhakti is devotional service in ecstasy. And Prema Bhakti is devotional service in pure love. So where are we?
Sadhana Bhakti.
We are doing Sadhana Bhakti. And there are 2 types of Sadhana Bhakti.
Samanya.
2 types of Sadhana Bhakti are
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and Raganuga Sadhana.
Raganuga sadhana.
Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Very good. Okay. So these are the 2 types of Sadhana Bhakti. So Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means Vaidhi, Vidhi or
Following rules and regulations.
Following the rules and regulations.
Yeah, regulated bhakti.
Following the process and as per instruction of the Guru.
yes, Prabhu. Following the
process and instruction of the Guru as per the process.
So Sadhana Bhakti means devotional service and practice. There are 2 types. One is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means practicing devotional service under the instruction of a spiritual master or following the rules and regulations under the spiritual master. And Raganuga Bhakti is yes, one which is Raganuga Bhakti. One is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, that is following the rules and regulations under the spiritual master. Now, as you do Raganuga Bhakti, you will reach a stage where it becomes spontaneous. That is called Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. So Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead, the cause of all cause, the reservoir of all rasa and relationship. Because he is the reservoir of all rasa, he is called as what is another
Akhila
name?
Rasamrita Sindhu.
Akhila Rasamrita Murti.
Sorry.
Yeah. Akhila Rasamrita Murti, like he is a person, like so Akhila Rasamrita, all the rasas are there in Krishna. That's why anybody can get any rasa from Krishna. You can see Bhishma Dev wanted to see Krishna in Parthasarathi form, and he was very fortunate than Arjuna. Why was Bhishma Dev more fortunate than Arjuna?
He
Because
was
he was seeing
facing
from the
Krishna
front.
all through the battle.
Face to face, and Arjuna
Face to face.
was behind Krishna. Okay, so he could see 18 days the battle happened, and 18 days Bhishma Dev could directly see, and Bhishma Dev wished to see that form. And what is this happening in the picture? Why is Krishna going with the wheel of the chariot?
Because Bhishma
He has
Deva
taken a
is
vow. He has
Vishnu.
taken a vow that he will not actually, take any weapon. However,
Krishna have taken a vow, we will not take any weapon. But he's taken a weapon, no, now.
he has taken a weapon because he said that anytime he can do that.
No?
Because this was Bhishma's desire. He
No,
wanted to see.
yeah,
This was
Bhishma's
Bhishma's
desire to
desire.
see him.
This was Bhishma's desire. Bhishma wanted to see Krishna like that. Okay, why?
So this
Why
is
is
that
to
Ratnanga Pani Rupa.
To help the devotee, even he is ready to break the.
It's Veera.
Yes, so Krishna is helping whom? Arjuna, right? But why? Why is this happening? Why Bhishma they wanted to see Krishna lifting the weapon? That's my question. There's a story behind it.
It must have been Duryodhana was
It's Veera
insulting
Rasamata.
Bhishma Pitama, that he's actually not in fighting properly in his full form. And then Bhishma Pita say, well, you know what, you'll see my wrath, in the battlefield. And he remembered that Krishna said he's not going to lift any weapon. And Bhishma Pitama say, I'm going to make Krishna's break his promise. And he was throwing arrows, at Arjuna. And at one point, Arjuna could not stop the arrow. And Krishna got very angry. And that's how Bhishma Pita got his wish to see the Krishna in his lifting a weapon in the battlefield.
Yes, so it was not Krishna's wish to see Krishna, Bhishma. It was not Bhishma's wish to see Krishna lift the weapon, but it was Bhishma's wish to see Krishna breaking his vow. Like the battle was happening, and then Bhishma never tried to kill the Pandavas because he already have that kind of a compassion towards them. And Duryodhan was so angry, or like Duryodhan know that if Bhishma decides something, he can do it. Why is Bhishma not killing the Pandavas? So Duryodhan went to Bhishma Dev's tent. They all live in the tent during the war. So he went and asked, why you're not killing the Pandavas? And agitated the mind of Bhishma Dev. So Bhishma Dev immediately took 5 weapons and said, tomorrow by sunset, all the Pandavas will be killed. And this one arrows for each of the Pandavas. And if Bhishma have taken a vow, or Bhishma say something, it will happen. He's a Naishti Brahmachari and he's very strong. So Duryodhan knew that, yes, Bhishma Dev, no matter what happens, Bhishma Dev will kill the Pandavas. But what happened? Duryodhan was overconfident, and Duryodhan said, you are anyway old. What if someone comes and takes the weapons and go? So I'll do one thing. I'll keep the weapon with me tonight. And tomorrow morning when sunrise, the battle start, I'll hand over the weapons to you. Bhishma Dev agreed, and Duryodhan went to his tent and kept the 5 arrows under his pillow and slept, thinking was so happy that tomorrow the Pandavas are going to die. But Krishna, he always likes to protect his devotees. What is that sloka? Name bhakta pranashyati. My devotees will never perish, Krishna says. So Krishna could not sleep. So Krishna immediately woke Arjuna up and said, in the middle of the night, and said, go to Duryodhan's tent. And you remember long back, Duryodhan had given a wish to you that I'll fulfill any desire of Arjuna. So go and ask that wish now. Arjuna is like, why in this middle of night? Just go and ask for the 5 arrows which Duryodhan had. Take it and come. So Arjuna went, and Duryodhan was welcoming Arjuna. And Duryodhan said, oh, you want to fulfill the wish? What wish? Do you want the kingdom? I'll give the kingdom for free. Arjuna said, no, we are Kshatriyas. We have to fight for the kingdom. But now I have come for something else. I want the 5 arrows which is under your pillow. Then Duryodhan got shock of his life, because no one in the whole world knew about the arrows except Bhishma Dev and himself. And how did Arjuna come to know? So Krishna knew, Duryodhan knew it was Krishna's plan. So Krishna played with it. And Bhishma Dev definitely knew that was Krishna's plan. So Krishna broke Bhishma's vow of killing the Pandavas by tricking Duryodhan. So next day, Bhishma Dev took a vow that, yes, you broke my vow, today I'll break your vow. So what was Krishna's vow? That he will not take any weapon during the battle. So Bhishma Dev sent so many arrows only to Arjuna, just to agitate Krishna. And at one point, there was no way that Arjuna could be saved. Krishna immediately jumped out of the chariot, and Krishna knew that it was Bhishma's desire to see his vow to be broken. And to please his devotee Bhishma Dev, Krishna jumped out of the chariot and took this wheel. Because Krishna took the wheel, his name is what?
Rathangapani.
So Chakrapani. So he took that wheel.
Chakrapani.
And where the wheel went and fell, what is that place called? The wheel went and fell at one place, and that place is
Naimisaranyam.
no. Eka Chakradam. So the Eka Chakradam is the birthplace of
Nityananda Prabhu.
Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu's birthplace, Eka Chakradam, it is called. So Bhishma Dev was so happy to see Krishna coming up with that wheel. And you can see her as a lion barging at a deer or something. So Bhishma Dev was so happy that Krishna was taking that wheel and broke the vow. And Krishna did that too. He broke his own promise so that his devotee can be saved. That's why Krishna said, Arjuna, you declare my devotees will never perish. Kaunteya pradijanihi name bhakta pranishti. Krishna could have directly said my devotees will never perish. But Krishna, no, Krishna might break his own promise, but Krishna will never break his friends, devotees' promise. Nijabritya bhashitam. Satyam vidatum nijabritya bhashitam vyaptim jabodeshu akileshu chatmana adrishyatatya alpudarupam utpan stambe sabhayam namrikam namanisham. So why did Narasimhadev came as namrikam namanisham? Not human, not man. Just to fulfill the words of his devotee. Satyam vidatum nijabritya bhashitam. Just to fulfill the words of Brahmadev and Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimhadev came in that particular form, in that particular pillar. So Krishna is like that. He will keep his devotees' words true. Okay, so you can see here, this is Krishna's rasa with Bhishma Dev. The same rasa, you can see the same Krishna having a transcendental, Madhurya ras with the gopis and Vrindavan for Rasa Leela. So Prabhupada says you should not say that rasa is low or the highest is Madhurya or Bhishma Dev's rasa is less. No, everything is on the transcendental platform. So there are 12 rasas, either primary or secondary. Any rasa, Krishna is ready to respond to any rasa you want to deal with Krishna. That is Krishna's position. Therefore, Krishna is called Akila Rasa Amrita Murti. We can enjoy Krishna's loving service in many ways. Okay, even in the fighting of Bhishma with Krishna, there is a rasa.
Mataji, can I ask you a question, please? Mataji, I heard about, that Krishna asked Draupadi to go and take a blessing.
Yeah. So Draupadi also took a blessing, correct? To Bhishma Dev, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Krishna tricked Bhishma Dev in that way also, because Bhishma Dev took a shapath of killing the Pandavas. Krishna immediately called Draupadi, and it was pitch dark that nobody could see anything. So Bhishma Dev just saw that one lady coming to his tent to take a blessing. So normally when somebody touches your feet, if it's a lady who's married, you just say Dirga Sumangali Bhava. So Dirga Sumangali Bhava means what? Be married for a long time. In the sense, your husband will be alive for a long time. So Bhishma Dev gave this blessing to Draupadi. Unknowingly, she's Draupadi. And immediately he realized that is Draupadi. And Dirga Sumangali Bhava means what? Your husbands are going to live forever. And he himself had given the blessing. Now he can't kill the Pandavas because it will be going against his own blessings. So this was also Krishna's trick, that to keep the Pandavas alive. He don't want, because they are his associates and his pure devotees and friends. So Krishna is trying to protect the Pandavas in all different ways. Okay, so Krishna can break his own promise or do all the tricks just to protect his devotee. Because the devotees, Krishna is Bhakta Valsala. He's not Jnani Valsala or Karmi Valsala. He's Bhakta Valsala. So we already saw the term Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and relishing the rasa significance of Srila Rupa Goswami in the moment and Prabhupada's purpose of writing it. So Prabhupada says our philosophy is not to mix up with the water superficially, but enter into the water and live like a fish. Like sometimes there are big flood or big waves, tsunamis. In the small fishes, no. So if a big flood comes or a tsunami comes, the elephants on the land also get feared. But there are small fishes in the ocean who just lives very calmly in that ocean. Because the fish have taken shelter of the ocean will not harm that fish. Similarly, we should take shelter of Krishna, so that anything in the material world will not harm us. And here Prabhupada says a devotee should be like a fish. That means who swims. The fish doesn't get merged into the water, but the bubbles in the ocean gets merged. So Brahmavadis or Mayavadis are like that. They can't enjoy the rasa. But a fish in the ocean, it can dive deep inside and enjoy the pebbles and pearls and rasa there. So Prabhupada says we should be like that big fish. But if you remain superficially on the water, then you will be evaporated again and again, thrown outside and come outside river. But you coming and going repetition, earth and death will not stop. So one should become a big fish. There is no evaporation. That means you should go deep inside, deep in bhakti and advance. So don't be misled by this Mayavada philosophy that you'll fall into the water. These things I explained in Bhakti Rasamrita by Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami explains and say that it is not just the rasa which we should have with the Lord. It is actually the reciprocation. Any rasa, Krishna can respond. Krishna will respond to any rasa. So this is what I was talking about, the two types of sadhana bhakti. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga bhakti. Okay. This will be session 4. There is one more session. Session 3. Okay. Want that. So Nectar of Devotion, you have to keep reading. Okay, have a group and read, or else you can read yourself and understand the verses. So this is the verse you're supposed to memorize. Okay. Anyabhilashidashunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena krishnana shiranam bhakti uttama. So I'll take this verse and stop for today. So learn one verse, one week. Okay, there are 4 verses to be learned in Nectar of Devotion. So this is the first verse. Very easy, but you should try to understand the meaning. Anya abhilashida shunyam. Anya means no other, any other. Abhilashida is desire. Shunyam means 0. So a pure devotion or pure devotional service means Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Does that mean to be desireless in bhakti, or can somebody live desireless? What does this actually mean? Anya Abhilashita.
It means desire for Krishna, for loving Krishna, the desire will be there, but no other desire.
Yeah, what is that no other desire? What does that mean? Any other desire?
Everything. You just
Jnana,
doubted
karma.
everything in Krishna's service, Mataji.
Huh?
You doubted everything in Krishna's service. So you purify your desire by serving the Lord.
Yeah, purify which desire? That's my question. Which desire we should not have?
The material desire.
No
Material
expectation
desire.
of liberation.
Material desires.
No expectation of material desires and liberation.
Material desires. Spiritual desires can be there. That is not a desire. Prabhupada says only a stone can be desireless. We can't be desireless. Anybody living can have desire, but we should not have material desire. Yes, everything should be devoted in Krishna service. So material desire should not be there. Anything spiritual desires to please Krishna, to do his service, it's all spiritual. So Anya Abhilashata Shunyam, no other material desires. Jnana karma dhanavritam. Jnana and karma will not bind. And Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam. Okay, Anukulena should be favoring Krishna consciousness. Bhakti Uttama. That's a first class bhakti. So the cultivation of activities that are meant exclusively for the pleasure of Krishna, in other words, uninterrupted. Ahaituki apradihata. The sloka. Savai pumsa paro dharmo yedo bhaktir atokshuje ahaituki apradihata yatma suprasiddhi. Unmotivated and uninterrupted it should be. Uninterrupted means what? What do you mean by uninterrupted? Yes.
Without any disturbances.
Yes, means like
Doing
how
constantly.
constantly or consistently to set. Not like one day you chant 16 rounds, the next day 0, and then again 32, 64, again 0. No, uninterrupted means whatever, no matter what happens, your devotional service should be consistent, should continue. And unmotivated means unmotivated.
Uninterrupted
Without any
is
expectation of desire.
expectations.
Yeah,
Desire.
unmotivated, like
I have no desire to do anything else. Like I don't have any personal interest, like for devotional service. Only to please Guru and Krishna.
so
devotion for the sake of devotion and nothing
for
else.
the Lord. Unmotivated. There should not be any ulterior motive to do devotional service. Like, oh, I want to do that, I want to do this. No, no. So I want that, so I do chanting. No, not for that. So that is pure bhakti, uninterrupted. But there might be a motive in the initial stage. Not everyone is born pure devotee, or from, as Prabhu said in today's class, shane, like slow, gradually only we can reach that level. Immediately one person cannot chant Shuddhanam and reach pure devotion. Initially, we all will have desire, which is that sloka which says in Bhagavad Gita that the desires will be there when you surrender to Krishna. Or 4 types of people who surrender. Who are they?
Artha, Artharthi, Jnani, Jigyasu.
Jnani Jigyasu.
Chaturvida bhajante.
Prema, Jana Sugridina Arjuna, Artho Jitnyasu Artharthi Jnani Ja Paradarshva. Very good. So these are the 4 kinds of people. So neophytes or Kanishta Adhikaris, their 4 desires will be there. Money and to get away distress and all that. But as we do bhakti, what happens? Slowly the purification can happen. Like this one, Hiranyakashipu, just by his Narasimha's touch, he got purified. So just by the touch of the holy name, purification will happen. So our bhakti should be uninterrupted. See, our level is Kanishta Adhikari. We are doing Nama Aparat stage. But a pure devotee will have Shuddha Nama, and he doesn't have any interruption in bhakti. So initially to reach this stage is difficult. We can practice, maybe for so many janmas to reach this level. But we practice. We should not lose hope. Okay. So we have hope against hope, it is said. So it should be uninterrupted, and it should be with bhava and not covered by jnana and karma, and which is devoid of desires other than to give happiness to Krishna. This is called Uttama Bhakti, or pure devotional service. Anyabhilashi shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena Krishna shilanam bhaktiruttama. So pure devotional service, when first class devotional service develop, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge obtained by monastic philosophy and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires. So there are 2 parts of this sloka. One is Swarupa Lakshan and Tadastha Lakshan. So one is the original characteristics of the sloka. Next is the marginal characteristics. We'll see what it is. So 2 parts. One is Anukulena Krishnana Shilanam. That is the Swarupa. And Anyabhilash Jnana Karma Dhanavritam comes as Tadastha Lakshana. So we'll tell you what it is. One is Alupuyeda. Means it should be favoring Krishna consciousness. Okay. Any examples of those who did favorable bhakti? Intention to please Krishna? There's so many. Their intention was
Prahlad
to
Maharaj.
Prahlad. Then
Hanuman.
Arjuna, Vidura.
Ambarish.
Many. Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Akrura.
Then Pratikulena.
Hanumana.
The Pratikulena. Who did against?
Kamsa.
Nakashipu, Kamsa,
Shishupal, Hiranyakashipu,
Ravana,
Kamsa.
Ravana. All this is
Tripura.
against. So positive can be Yashoda Maya. Negative or unfavorable are the demons like Kamsa, Ravana, give pleasure to Krishna by giving Krishna an opportunity to fight and protect his devotees. So this is Pratikulena, negative. Prabhupada says we should not be like that. We should be Anukulena Krishna Nishina. So pure devotion service is for Krishna, no one else. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaran. Okay, it's only to Vishnu. No other things are called Kirtan actually. The first and most important characteristics of pure devotion is that it's for Krishna, no one else. Why? Why is that pure devotion service is only to Krishna and not to any demigods?
Because he is a supreme personality of Godhead.
Okay. So,
Because all benedictions finally come from Krishna.
okay. Everything comes from Krishna. And what else comes only from Krishna?
He can
Prema.
only liberate the soul.
Yes, very good. He is the only one who can give us moksha. Mukti pradadam sarvesham Vishnu evana samshaya. Mukti pradadam sarvesham. Mukti can be given only by Krishna. All the demigods cannot give us mukti, no? They cannot. Because they themselves are not liberated. So mukti, Brahma bhuvanar loka punaravartana. When you go to Brahma's world, there is punarjanma. But mukti or moksha means what? Coming out of birth death cycle to go to the spiritual world. That's possible only by Vishnu. Only the Lord can give us. So pure devotional service is only to Krishna. Because he is Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasabhritya. He is the only God or the Bhagavan. And we should understand Krishna to mean Krishna and his expansions also. Krishna is never alone. He's always with his devotees. So Krishna includes all expansions as well as his pure devotees. And we can love and serve Krishna directly or love and serve those things and persons who are connected to Krishna. That is the gurus and the devotees. So Anushilana, it should be following constantly the behavior. Pure devotion is not passive, but it's an active engagement. Yesterday's class, Prabhu, in Bhagavatam class, Prabhu says, there's no retirement in Bhakti. Like when you say 50, 55, you retire from material activities. But then spiritual activities, there is no retirement. You constantly, you should serve. It's not passive, it's an engagement. And, those who have come to a temple, I think Nandita Mataji had come here and was here staying for a week and serving. Keshav Rajendra Prabhu, he keeps coming and doing seva here. I think in this class, 2-3 of them have come. So they know that how busy they were in this temple, that they don't get time to see their mobile, or they don't get, they came and they realized like how it is to live in a temple. You don't even realize the time, how it goes, because the service and service, one after the other keeps coming and keeps coming. It's so active engagement. Now, sometimes people criticize, they have joined full-time temple. That means they are escapism. They are running away from the material world, or they just don't want to do a job, or they just want to be jobless and enjoy life. No, there's so much of work here, in the sense, because the deities are there, 6 offerings, 6 puja, aartis and festivals and bhoga and garlands and whatnot. Everything is surrounded around Krishna. Nothing else, or his devotees. No, Vaishnav Seva. So much service is there in the spiritual world. It's not just passive work. No, it's not passive. Just have prasadam and sleep. No, there's a lot of activity. Come here, you'll understand so much preaching. So Prabhu has given a calendar the whole year. So, and he says there are 4 rooms available. For Prabhus, there's a lot of facilities. For Mataji, is limited, 3 or 4 rooms. But the whole year, you can select your spot. In the sense, weekend or vacation time, when you are coming through Mangalore, you can come in your own time and then do seva. Those who are initiated, especially you are committed to do seva, or others also, because you're already going to finish your Bhakti Shastri. So some kind of commitment from your side. You can select the dates when you like to come to the temple and serve here. Okay, might be 1 day, 2 days, or whatever, however you like. So he has given a calendar, and I like English department devotees also to come forward to take it, because till now we have got a very nice feedback about the department, like devotees come and do and stay and do service. So please let us know which are the dates you like to come. We can have a digital calendar where you can all join the calendar and then mark when you're going to come. So that it's an active engagement when you do service to Krishna. It's just Krishna, nothing else. So if we love Krishna, then we will put in our best effort to please Krishna. If you can't get physical, then at least online facilities are there to do a lot of services. So there are 2 aspects, Pravritti Marg and Nivritti Marg. Pravritti means doing activities which are favorable to Krishna consciousness. Nivritti is unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. So Anushilana means following the path. Okay. So the particular word used by Srila Rupa Goswami is Anushilana, means cultivation by following the predecessors, acharyas. We can't follow bhakti just like that. We have to follow the acharyas. Mahajayana Gatasya Panta. Without activity, consciousness cannot help us alone. So we should have activity. Thus, word Anu suggests that one should engage himself in the service of the Lord without any interval, and he must be engaged in the service 10% and always. That there must not be any interpretation in such progress of devotional service. Interruption. So, Anukulena Krishna Rashinam. So, Krishna should get pleasure from it, not we should get. Once one Prabhu went to some house and they were offering kheer, and the boga was offered and it became prasadam. The Prabhu was having, there was no sugar in kheer. So definitely, like, they asked the feedback. So the Prabhu didn't say, but later on when they go on, Genton asked, how was the prasadam? The Prabhu said, if you don't mind, there was no sugar in kheer. The kheer is supposed to be sweet. So then that Mataji said, oh, that's because my husband have diabetes. So was she cooking for her husband or was she cooking for Krishna? Krishna doesn't have diabetes. So this is not to, it is for sense gratification. Like, she should have put sugar in the kheer and offered to Krishna, and would have taken some and kept aside before putting sugar for her husband. Like, and then he could have had, but not like giving Krishna without sweets. No, that's like for our sense gratification. So Krishna should get pleasure from it, not anyone else. So devotee's attitude towards Krishna should be favorable. So Krishna have various expansion. He has his paraphernalia and devotees. Krishna's pure devotees are all there. He's always together, not like Krishna is alone. So Anushilna means constantly. Okay, there is constant activity is there following the acharyas. And Anyabhilashita Shunyam, as Prahlad Maharaj, when Prahlad Maharaj was blessed by Narasimha Devi, you can see Prahlad was touched in the forehead. It is said Prahlad was so pure that Narasimha Devi touched on his forehead. Also, it is said because Narasimha Devi touched, Prahlad became pure. Whatever. Both way, Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee. And then what did Prahlad Maharaj ask? The first thing, when Narasimha asked what benediction you want, what did Prahlad Maharaj say?
Forgive his father, Mataji.
Yes. First is,
for his father.
whatever my father have done, please forgive him. And Narasimha Dev said, not only your father, 21 generations will get delivered. Okay, that's fine. And Narasimha Dev also said, your father is my Jaya Vijaya. So he's already delivered. What is the second thing he asked?
Only to serve him, Mataji.
Yes. So when Narasimha Dev asked, you want any, please ask any benediction. He said, I don't want any material benediction from you. Just want to serve you life after life. So pure devotional service is free of all ulterior motive. The only motive is to please Krishna. So Prahlad Maharaj also says that, oh my dear Lord of Supreme Personality Godhead, because I was born in an atheistic family, I am naturally attached to material enjoyment. Therefore, kindly do not tempt me. Now, I am very much afraid of material conditions, the desire to be liberated from materials. Like, for this reason, I take shelter. And he also says that since Narasimha Dev is kind to his devotee, please do not induce me to do anything. He says, if I have any material desire, please take it away. Okay, so take it away and give me pure devotional service. Because he's like, I'm not a mendicant, or I'm not a businessman to do business with you. Give me that, or give and take. I just want pure devotion. So pure devotional service is not covered by jnana and karma, philosophical or fruitive pursuits. Prabhupada says the ultimate end of philosophical speculation, then there must be Krishna, with the understanding that Krishna is everything, the cause of all cause, and we should surrender to him. So if this ultimate goal is reached, then philosophical advancement is favorable. But if the conclusion of philosophical speculation is voidism or impersonalism, that is not bhakti. Vedaisha sarve rahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. So the purpose of studying Veda is to understand Krishna. Okay. And jnana karmadi anavritam. Anavritam means uncovered by mental speculation or fruitive activity, karma kanda. Karma kanda, jnana kanda, kevala vishayera kanda. So it is said karma kanda, jnana kanda is all visha, like poison. It's only bhakti which is going to help us. So if you mix up karma and bhakti, mix up jnana and bhakti, or mix up with yoga, it will be contaminated. It won't be pure. It becomes jnana mishra the bhakti or karma mishra the bhakti. It won't be pure bhakti. So pure devotional service given by Rupa Goswami is anyabhilashita shunyam, no desire for fruitive activity or mental speculation or yogic or mystic yogic magic. No, simply to satisfy Krishna. That is bhakti. Anukulena means favoring. Okay, so it is just to please Krishna. Why are we doing service? To please Krishna. That is our only aim. Okay, so we saw that. So Rupa Goswami says in his book Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is present in form of nectar of devotion. So Prabhupada says people who are engaged in Krishna conscious movement may take advantage of this great literature and become solidly situated in Krishna consciousness. In the sense, we don't fall down. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So anything to add? You can post that and sling Mataji. Anything to add? Any questions? So first sloka, please learn that Anyabhilashunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena krishnanashilnam bhaktiruttama. Please learn it with the meaning.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I'm going to Vrindavan for next 3 weeks, so I'll try to join while I'm in Vrindavan.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay. Thank you,
No
Mata. Hare Krishna.
So please fill the attendance form and please learn the sloka. Mataji, remind me to send the audio of the sloka so that they can practice listening to the audio. It's going to be very easy. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Several of your students here are starting the Bhagavad Gita level 1 teaching tomorrow.
Yes. That is Siddharth Prabhu and
Mamta Mataji, are you there? Jyoti Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, I'm here.
Are you also beginning tomorrow, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I hope they all got the Zoom links also, no? Dinesh Prabhu have sent.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. We had a class technical session also today.
Yeah, I'll check your email for getting this thing. What is it? Permission for going live.
Yes.
Okay. So pray to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj so as to empower you, so as like we might be knowing so many philosophy, but then to put it forward to each soul and drag them to Krishna consciousness, that needs a lot of mercy. So chant nicely and pray, because the purity is the force. It is said books are the basis and preaching is the essence, but purity is the force. The more pure we are, or the more we know get the blessings, we can give it to others. So preaching is through the parampara. So definitely pray to Srila Prabhupada. He will be definitely very, very happy to see more preachers coming to Krishna consciousness. So do that seva and don't get dragged away with so many distractions, and so many things will be there. Like people will not encourage us, or they might leave, and there'll be so many challenging questions. There will be difficulties. Prabhupada also faced so many difficulties, but with enthusiasm and determination should go forward and see that we are doing this and offering to Srila Prabhupada, the sense for his mission, something we can give him back for what he have given us. So take it in that way, and the mercy will definitely flow through the parampara. It's because we need more preachers, and the movement will not go forward if we don't preach. So take it as one golden opportunity, and then to serve Srila Prabhupada through his Vani, read his books, go through the PPTs again and again. Okay, be confident. And otherwise, because philosophy wise, you're all perfect now. But to put forward to new people, like they're actually taking Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibha, I feel it's very easy because all of them are already chanting 6 rounds. They're all devotees. It's very easy to take. But level 1 is very challenging because they'll be very new to Krishna consciousness. So don't talk about more on demigod worshippers or the regulative principles and all. let them, they are all pious souls, Sukritis, they've come to listen about Bhagavad Gita. So their motive would be so many different, but that for you, it doesn't matter. Your purpose is to deliver them Krishna and give them, make them chant the holy name at least once every day. Let them listen to the holy name. Then yes, fortunate soul will definitely take up the Krishna consciousness, no? And then see that they go to level 2, level 3. Okay. Hare Krishna. So you can all chant once for the devotees. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Please bless us.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Please,
Mataji.
please
Hare
bless
Krishna,
us. Please,
everybody. Hare
please,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Sadhu
blessings
Pranam.
of our Shiksha Guru first, then
Yes.
from Prabhupada, then from Parampara.
Hare Krishna. Now, I myself is stuck. Mercy is coming through Prabhupada, definitely. Now, so just pray for the